Welcome back to Blue Collar Speed and Repair, and something different this week. Something I've been talking about for a while. We're behind the shop here. We're going to try to do something about our mess of a parking area. We had a bunch of dirt brought in and leveled a little while back, and you can see it's overgrown and a bunch of weeds, and when it rains it turns into a muddy mess. So we have some material being dropped off. We're going to try to cover this. Hopefully cut down on the weeds a little bit, cut down on the mud. And I don't have a skid steer. We're doing all this with a 40-year-old 20 horsepower John Deere. Should be fine. So the whole plan with this area back here was parking. Want to be able to use it for projects coming up, projects we're waiting on parts for, whatever. I got my gooseneck trailer back there tucked in the corner. Got another little utility trailer over there. The whole point was to be able to just park stuff back here and not have to worry about it. There's not a lot of parking in front of the shop. And we brought, like I said, had dirt brought in and leveled this all out. There was a big kind of dip in this area, and then it sloped back here quite a bit. They brought in a bunch of dirt. Actually, when they built the house next door up here, he was gonna have to pay to have it hauled off, so it was nice enough to have them bring some over here and level it out for us. And that's been a while now. This has kind of been a plan for a while, and it's time to do something about it. I'm tired of the muddy mess. You look at the buck here, every time it rains it splashes muddy water everywhere. There's stuff from the trees, which that we can't really do much about, but it kind of is what it is. We can cut down on the mud and the mess and the weeds, then that's what we're going to try to do. If you're a follower, you probably recognize the old John Deere 750. Thing's been working really good. See the brush hogs on it. We did do some brush hogging up between the driveways over here. Seemed to work pretty well. Of course, again, it's only 20 horsepower. It does what it can do. Back here in the back, I want to take out some of these saplings and stuff like that. Just the whole goal is just, can we clean this mess up a little bit? We got some stuff to pick up. There's some old rebar. Notice how it's all bent. We found it with that thing. That was fun. So cut this down. We'll probably toss it on the trailer over here. Same with that stuff, which needs to go away probably, as well as clean this whole area up. You can see they cut out, whenever they built the shop, previous owner, they just cut this side hill out, and it's just kind of eroding away. We're not going to do it in this video, but we'll probably get those, just the cheapy little retaining wall blocks from Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and see if we can make it, you know, not get any worse, at least kind of stop the erosion where it's at, hopefully. For now, I just want to clean it up and get something on the ground. So I'm gonna go get a cutoff wheel. We'll start cutting this stuff up, load up the little trailer, get it out of here. This thing will start and run. That'll need a jump. I'll get the dually back here for the gooseneck, because I went through the trouble of buying and mounting the hitch attachment for the 3-point, and of course it's not on there right now, the one time I'm ready to use it. Where do we start? Got it. So we've got our clean slate. All the vehicles are moved. Kind of our piles of stuff, that rebar and stuff that was over here. Trailers are gone, as well as got all the stuff that was on this side of the shop cleared out. You can see, not only do we have like erosion from where they cut the hill out, you can see we're getting quite a bit of erosion around the concrete slab for the shop. Part of the reason I want to get this done, and really should have been long before now, we don't need to go all the way to the top of the concrete. I'm not worried about that, but I just want to clean this up and keep it from getting worse if I can, as well as control some of the weeds and the mud. So since it's hooked up, and it's getting hot and humid out here, but since the brush hog's hooked up, I think we start with that. Obviously I can't get on the hill unless I come from the other side, which that kind of stuff I'm not too worried about at the moment. But like along back here from, say, here back, this brush hog will handle like these smaller saplings. So like those couple little guys can go, that can go. I'm not sure why all these blocks of wood are here, but they are. You know, that little guy, these little guys, kind of all this stuff needs to be cleaned up. Try to get rid of like all this overhang kind of stuff that's just in my way, and I don't like it. All this little stuff will clean up back here where the trailer tucks in. Again, all this overhang stuff, which I think that one's coming from that tree. You might have to get the pole saw out for that one, but we'll see. As well as got this log here, gonna have to, I don't know, hook a chain to it or something, drag it out of the way, maybe down that side. But all right, I am not a grader or a tractor professional in any way, but let's see if we can figure this out. We'll start tearing stuff up until it looks like something. Our little John Deere is doing pretty good. Takes a few passes, but it's getting the job done. It's getting bogged down in the thicker stuff, you know, the bigger pieces of wood, which is to be expected, you know. It's doing the job though, just taking a little time. Very impressed with this little machine. It's proven to be pretty versatile around here. Did a little bit along here, and of course back there. That's kind of what I wanted. Just clean it up a little bit so it's not so grown over. I want to do a little bit on this side, and I think I'm going to drag this log out of the way, kind of do this section, and probably that one little tree there, and then a little bit over here, and then we move on to trying to clean up the side of this hill, I guess. I don't know, it's working pretty good, just taking a little while. Well, it is definitely opened up back here. Cleaned up a lot. It looks so much better without all the underbrush and junk, you know, basically like it is across here. I can't really do this area unless I get to the other side. I got to talk to the neighbors and all that, but it's getting later, so we need to get to work here. I think next we're going to try to use this bucket and just clean up the edge a little bit. I don't need it perfect, but I would like to make some kind of a defined line if we can. For instance, the trailer set, the back of it was kind of in this area. We don't need to go any farther. I don't need to worry about this hill or any of that stuff. I'm not too concerned with it, but if we can clean up this edge, kind of get a defined line for when we put our material in here, that'll make it a lot better, as well as a line for if, when we want to do the retaining wall blocks like we talked about. Other issue is we've got a wide body kit on our John Deere, and we are way wider than the bucket, and it would be so much easier to go along the edge this way than try to take bites out, you know, from this direction. So I think I'm gonna go take the wide body kit off, the wheel extenders. We're done with the brush hog, probably pop it off. See what we can do with the bucket along this edge. And then I have both a box blade and a grater blade. I don't know what would work best for cleaning this up. I'm guessing the box blade would rip the junk out of it. It's got the teeth on it, but we could set it to the highest setting, I guess, and just drag across the top. Maybe we go back over with the grater blade after, I don't know. But I need to do at least an area because they are going to drop off tomorrow morning, and I don't know what time. I need to have an area kind of done for them to do that, right? Boss lady, come out to help. All right, let's go pop this thing off, wheel extender thingies off, and get back to work, I guess. we'll go clean up that front part where it's like eroded off over by the shop. And we'll just see what the box and grader blade does. It's rocking back and forth and up and down and doing this. I don't have any way to control it to keep the bucket on the ground. And I'm just going to end up digging a bunch of holes. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm not overly concerned. Alright?
Follow you. You can kind of see what I'm trying to do. Just trying to get rid of that washed out area and flatten it off a little bit, give us kind of a definitive line. There's a learning curve. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's working. Just clean up a couple more passes probably and keep moving our way back. Yeah. And then we'll try the box or grader or something. I don't know. Something. Well, we got stuff done. It's not the prettiest thing ever, but this was kind of washed off. Kind of gave it, like I said, just a definitive line, just enough to clean it up a little bit. That's all I really wanted. I have, like I said, a box blade that came with the tractor when we got it, as well as just like a grader or a scraper blade. So the box is basically a box and it's got these diggers. I honestly don't know which one's better than the other one. I think we're gonna try the grader blade or the scraper blade. Basically I just want to go across everything and just kind of hopefully even it out. It should even up this edge a little bit, hopefully. That's got a pin that you put in it so you can angle it one way or the other. So I'm thinking we angle it this way so we can just drag and make passes all the way down this thing and just kind of scrape everything to that edge, hopefully. I don't know. Like I said, I don't do this normally. This isn't kind of my thing. Not that I have a thing, but this isn't it. But yeah, I think if we just kind of scrape the junk off the top of it and just kind of give it a hopefully semi-even surface. We're aiming for a couple inches of what we got showing up tomorrow, and it'll be better than what it was regardless. I'll be happy. So it won't be a muddy damn mess. So let me go get that thing. I gotta figure out how to drag it off the hill or chain it or something, because I'm pretty sure it's sitting up there upside down, and I kind of just dropped everything up on the hill and left it. So, all right, let's go get it. So this is our grader scraper blade thing. Bush hog. All this stuff kind of came with the, well, not kind of, but came with the tractor when we got it. That's the box blade there. Of course, it's upside down. You see the difference. It's got like those tines or diggers on it, but it doesn't pivot. This one, however, you can pivot the blade. This is backwards, like it hooks to the tractor. Well, hooks to the tractor on this side. The blade needs to come around this direction, but you can change the point and have it offset from the tractor, and then you can change the angle of the blade itself. So let's get this thing hooked up, see if we can figure out how to make it work, and I don't know, do some grading. Like it worked pretty decent. What do you think? Good enough for what we're going for?
Scraping the junk off top and getting something over the dirt. That's what we're going for.
Alright. Try another pass. That's working really well, but it's kind of dragging everything. I'm going to try a sharper angle. See if that makes a difference. Well, that went surprisingly well. That little grater blade seems to work pretty good, or scraper, or whatever you want to call it. It didn't really do anything for the gravel that's on this side of the shop, but I think if we just put a light coat over what's here, we should be fine. We got a little shovel work to do around the edges of the building, but no big deal. But I mean, all in all, seemed to turn out pretty dang good. It's a little low in this area where the AC drains and it stays wet during the summer. But yeah, boss lady and I were just talking. If you look down this edge, I could probably stand to go back, you know, from there to there and come over a little bit. Not that it's the end of the world, not that, you know, that extra 18 inches of space would really help that much, but the straight line would probably look better. But yeah, all this seems to be compacted pretty hard, and I think we're prepped pretty much for delivery tomorrow. So it's been a long day. I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm sticky. I've been bit by something in my elbow, and riding around on a tractor, an old tractor, with not a lot of sidewall in the tire, and I'm pretty sure those are liquid filled too, so they're hard as a rock, and zero suspension. My back hurts. All right, I'm tired. So, what?
I said we're old.
Yeah, I ain't a spring chicken no more. So, depending on what time delivery tomorrow is, I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. We got a pile. First of probably 3 or 4, I'm guessing. This is supposed to be what's called GAB, or crusher run. It's mixed with sand. I went this way. It's supposed to kind of seal off and lock in better than just regular old gravel. So like this was all gravelled at one point. And what happens is the gravel works its way down, the dirt works its way up. This stuff's supposed to help with that. I don't know. I'm no gravel expert. Guy's gonna be coming back in a couple hours with another load, so I've got to get to work. Unfortunately, it rained a little bit last night, so it's a little bit wet, but we should be okay. I'm gonna try to just kind of spread this back, so hopefully you can just back up a little farther and dump farther back. I don't know. I'm just gonna get to work. I don't really know what I'm doing, like usual. Let's see what happens.
All right, first kind of section done. I'm aiming for, I don't know how to judge or how to tell, a couple inches worth. You can see how much better this is going to be than that mess back there. And again, once this packs down really good, we should be a lot better off. Kind of backing up, slowly letting the bucket down, and then dragging the bucket back over it, just trying to kind of level it out. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a skid steer. I don't know if we can lightly go over the top of it with that thing, or maybe the box blade or something to kind of even it out. We'll see. Got a chunk of our pile here done, and I did notice missing a pin. The clip fell off. I'm gonna go see if I can find a clip or a cotter pin or something. Get to work. Well, first load down. It's going really well. It's actually gone quite a bit farther than I thought it would. I think we can get this done in 3 loads, hopefully. Yeah, this whole section, I still want to do a light coat up here next to the shop. Got to go, of course, all the way back and all the way across still, but I did my best trying to get close to the building. Some of this will have to be shovel work, obviously around the AC, around the compressor on the side of the building, but you can see with the AC running, get a little moisture in this stuff. Like I said, it's mixed with sand, and once this stuff packs down, should be a good base for us, hopefully. Way better than that mess. Spread along this side, it's all come out pretty good. Need a little more across here. Guess I missed that. Add a little extra dump loads up there. Again, got to shovel in around the compressor, but yeah, going good. I'm no professional, that's for sure. Might have got the downspout. Boss wasn't out here to yell at me, but yeah, little John Deere's doing great. It's working really well. It's doing whatever I ask it to do. I mean, it may not like it, you know, completely, but it's doing it. It's going to need a starter or starter contacts. I'm having to tap on the starter to get it started about 50% of the time, and I think the clutch is getting a little weak, which is a project I don't really want to do, but just like first to reverse, if you just move quickly, it's fine. But if it's idling and you're trying to put it in gear, it's grinding quite a bit. So got to be careful with that. And I can't start it in gear because it's got a neutral safety switch. And I got to tap on the starter. So anyway, it's doing good. It's holding out. Guess we just wait for our next load. Keep spreading.
he should be back anytime. I'm gonna go get some water. All right, not even 10 minutes since I finished up the last load, we got our second. So I'm gonna spread this back into the corner, well, the little triangle spot back there, and as far up as we can go, and I think a third load to finish up here. It's more of the same, really. I'm just gonna get this spread out and check back with you guys in a bit. Load number 2 is all spread out, mostly. I mean, it's a little thin up in here, it's a little thin right there. Could use another scoop or two back in the corner, clean up the edge a little bit, that kind of stuff. I did add a thin coat up here on the side of the shop, but a little touching up stuff, and just this area here, I think 3 dump trucks worth should get us what we need. I think they're roughly 18 tons each. So yeah, it's going well. We're only like 3 hours in this morning to get 2 loads spread out. John Deere little 750 is still trucking along, doing just fine. So I'm gonna go try to sneak in a little bit of lunch before the third load gets here. Get it spread out and, I don't know, put everything back. I've got a mess out here in front of the shop. It's got vehicles and stuff everywhere. Got whole front of the shop's a nightmare, but that's what we're making parking for. I'm back. Got a little lunch in me. Got our third pile delivered. Oh, I'm hot, tired, my back hurts. But mama didn't raise no quitter. Let's get to it. All right, we are completely covered. all the way around both sides of the shop. Spread that out with a shovel a little bit, drug that back with a bucket. We actually have some left over, and I think the top of this hill, you can kind of see the implements there. It's where I've been parking the tractor. I might just spread the rest of it there. Keep it from being muddy there where I'm parking now. So before we do that, we're going to attempt to lift this AC unit so we can shovel some of this gravel underneath. I don't know how this is going to go. Hopefully we don't damage anything. A couple straps around it should be fine. See how it goes. All right, a couple hours later probably, we are officially done. This looks so much better. It's not a muddy mess. Remember, if you look at the wheels on the Vuck, every time it rained, it would just splash muddy water all over everything. This should fix that, as well as just the actual mud, trying to come back here and get something or do whatever. This has kind of been my idea for this area since we moved in here 2.5 years ago. Always thought this would be perfect for parking for what we're doing. And you can see we could easily get a couple more vehicles in over here, a couple more over here, 3 more probably. I mean, we can line up this side if we really wanted to. I wanted a place we could stage vehicles that we're either working on or waiting on parts or upcoming projects or whatever. I don't want a junkyard, you know. I don't want, you know, I'm saving things as parts cars. I don't want that, but I do want a place to store vehicles easily, and this is perfect for that. So a couple days of hard work. Bouncing around on that tractor is not a good time. Holy cow, my back's not happy with me. Did that side of the shop a little bit, just kind of skim coated it. Did this side like you guys saw, turned out really good. I still want to do like a lean-to on this side for storage. I got stacks of tires and wheels and stuff and some body parts and whatnot that I'd like to store over here out of the weather. I'm not going to enclose it, but at least out of the sun and rain. So this all turned out fantastic. Makes me really, really happy. Front turned out pretty good. Just kind of threw down the extra that we had. So that's a lot cleaner now. We've talked about doing like a single slope roof, like a mini equipment shed type of thing. We might do that. You can see all the bunch of tires and wheels have been stacked out here in the rain for a little while. I got to do something about that, but yeah, everything's turned out pretty good. We'll see how this stuff does. I was talking to the driver, the delivery driver, and he was saying this stuff packs down really well and almost kind of concrete-esque, I guess. And he does offer what's called 57 stone, which would be like the same size as this smaller rock here. And that stuff comes clean. They wash it. So if we wanted to skim coat over the top of this with a clean rock, we can, if we have runoff issues or whatever. So yeah, happy?
Yeah. Hot.
You look beat because she got into the poison oak, and apparently I'm not allergic and she is, and it's hitting her. So you guys can also see the brush hogging we did up along between the driveways. That turned out really good. Come in here where it's cooler. So I know this is not speed or repair really,
But I figured I'd share kind of what we're working on. Shop upgrades. If you guys want to see any more shop upgrades, it was something I needed to get done, and it was either get it done and not put out a video, or put out a video and on what I was doing, and that's what I was doing. So if you guys want to see more, like I said, equipment shed type of thing, lean-to type of thing, if you want to see that, comment below. Other than that,
Thanks for hanging out.
you look tired.
We don't have extra time for anything. This is
I know,
our extra
right? We're in the wind again. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, this was the project I was working on, so it's either not put out a video or put out this video. So you get what you get. All right, just deal with it. So,
You don't throw.
huh?
You
And you don't throw a fit. Deciding on what we're gonna do with the other dually, the tan one. Waiting on some parts for the white dually. Some other projects I'm thinking about. We'll see. Not sure what's gonna happen next week. We'll see. So thanks for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you enjoyed the video, great. I don't know. I'm tired. I need a shower. We'll see you guys next time.